This original tale is called Cacti Story, written by Chuwing, illustrated by Yaumara Carrion, edited by Jiang, and voiced by me, Michelle Tang. This was produced for the Nurturing Young Imaginations collection, where any young readers like you can enjoy listening to a story. There once existed a god named Sun, who lived on a small little planet called Sea. A greedy rich man named Cacti also lived on Sea. Cacti thought that the world was only his. He took all the water from the lakes and forbid anyone from his city to use it. The sun god saw Cacti's mean actions and felt pity for the poor neighbors because he took all of their water. They were going to die. The sun made a plan to get Cacti away. The people in town were afraid of Cacti, as he made them go hours and hours away to fetch water. The neighbor decided that enough was enough and also planned to move Cacti away for the foreseeable future. Voodoo, one of the neighbors, found a strange little doll next to one of the lakes that Cacti took water from. Voodoo took the doll quickly and ran back to a small house. When he told the tale to the whole town, they were amazed. The doll looked just like Cacti, the monster. Each person had their own ideas, but a little girl thought of an idea that would save their whole town. They decided to release their frustration on Cacti by poking the doll. One by one, each neighbor poked the doll at least 5 times before returning home. When they were done, they left the doll in Voodoo's house. Strangely, as the neighbors started their poking, Cacti, who was sleeping peacefully in his house, suddenly felt a prickly feeling all over his body. It was very painful, so he called in a doctor from a nearby town since he was disliked in his own. Words about the doctor from the next town spread like wildfire. They had seen the doctor come back with a lot of medicine. This shocked the entire town. Maybe the little girl's idea actually worked. Throughout the month, the townspeople went to poke the doll, and every single time the doctor would come to town. Because of this, Cacti tried taking over more lakes, which got the people even madder and want to move him even more. They repeatedly poked the doll, getting Cacti to run. This encouraged the people in town to continue, waiting for Cacti to run out of the house and into his cold lake. The sun god saw this and decided to join in by waiting for Cacti to jump into the lake. Once he arrived there, he leaped into the lake, hoping that the cold water would numb the pain. For once, it actually stopped his pain, but he did not realize that the sun god was not on his side. In an instant, the dark, staring night became a hot, steamy day, evaporating most of the water in Cacti's lake. Now, he tried to run away from the town but failed. The only water he was able to keep was the one in his body, leaving him all alone in the dry desert. The neighbors were able to see the helpless man stuck in the middle of the desert. In a sense of happiness, all the neighbors finally celebrated being free from the tyrannical Cacti. All the following dolls were named Voodoo dolls, after the man who found a doll similar to Cacti. In the end, everyone started sharing and deemed anyone who is selfish to the story.